Hi, I'm Graham Campbell. I've written a book, Clarinets, Pipelines and Unforeseen Places. It's about my career, it's about engineering, it's about building an engineering business. It's about a lot of things. It's about my life, really, and how I mixed up family, music, tennis and engineering. It was pretty exciting, although sometimes it wasn't all that exciting. But I'd like to share it with you. Just a few ideas, particularly on how to build your own career. You've got your degree now. What next? Find a job. Well, there are plenty of options, and they all depend on how you want to grow your career. I'm going to talk about my experience with projects, mainly infrastructure, mining and oil and gas projects. Engineers play a role in many parts of the development industry. They can be part of the owner's team, consulting engineers, the contractor, the material suppliers, the equipment suppliers, or they can be helping the certifiers, be part of the government overseeing, or they could be part of a legal, accounting or financial institution that's playing a role in the project. These are all valid roles for engineers. Each of them is to a different degree. Obviously, if you're with a consulting engineer, you play a major role in the development in terms of design. With the other groups, you play more or less a role, but it's a very important role and one that has to be understood, and the way these are integrated to be effective in terms of understanding how industry develops new projects. My experience seemed to be haphazard at the time, but on reflection, it had many common themes. Challenge authority, notice differences, grab opportunities, go the extra step, listen, ask questions, suggest innovation. The pivotal point for me was postgraduate studies. In the period since graduation, there was a major shift in computer sciences. I and my peers had used slide rules for calculation. When I had finished my postgraduate work, I was fluent in 3 computer languages and could create my own programs. This was a career changer, as it led me into major modelling work, which was an entry point into the oil and gas industry. With the current growth of new technologies, I believe this will be essential to career advancement in the current world. Every industry is made up of a variety of companies that work together to create a project. Engineering is associated with all of these to varying degrees. It was my experience that working with several of them will give you a very good understanding of the culture and the relationships that bring an effective project into being. Building a career means integrating family life and leisure activities. It's very important, particularly when you're working overseas. An unhappy family makes for a very bad work environment. So you have to consider your family, and you have to consider your work and life balance. These are things that are very important in building a career. My love of tennis and music were great assets for my new job starts, particularly when I was overseas. I found they were great for meeting people and for getting to understand the local cultures where you're trying to integrate and be a part of the community. So keep these in mind when you're travelling. I found that taking part in industry associations was very useful and broadened my network and expanded my understanding of the big picture. Your network can be very important because it gives you access to knowledge and understanding when you're trying to solve a problem. It's nothing better than getting on the phone, talking to a mate and asking a question. These sorts of discussions actually play a major role in the way that you get your job done. In conclusion, I think in career building I would look at 3 phases. The first phase would be to get the basic work experience in a variety of different situations. I think this gives you a good platform to make decisions. Once you've achieved this point, I believe it would be important to do postgraduate work which supports the direction in which you think you'd like to go. This will give you much more technical capability and understanding of what the current situation is in terms of technology. The third phase would be then to build the career of your choice, to work out the particular areas you want to work in and then go for it. Thank you.